Thank you, Blizzard.
I think it was entertaining. I imagine we're going to see Symmetra on this map. I think that is probably actually going to be the lineup there. Well, it's tankless though, so maybe not.
I think Fraggy was just speed boosting out the Symmetra here. He is running back.
We talk about this. I didn't see the Mercy.
Yep, so Fraggy will probably be going Reinhardt. I mean, sometimes you can see him go Winston, but usually solo tank, Reinhardt will be the order of the day, and in fact it will. He's busting out the Blackheart skin. So take a look here at the defense. In totality for the SG-1 side, it's going to be Himsy on the Junkrat, Mafu on the defensive Widowmaker, Lae'zel on the Mercy, Seda on the Symmetra, Fraggy on the Reinhardt, and Zappis on the Kree. Lae'zel, I feel like this is a new addition to SG-1. I have not seen him with the SG-1 side. I'm trying to think of who they lost, but either way, what are you seeing here on the offense, X?
Offense looks like they're going to try to run this combo of Pharah and Mercy. It is going to be up to Mafu to shut that down. That's going to be Faizu and Noodle. Silent Doom will be running the Lucio Claws on the Reinhardt. Buhor Pudahua. So we're going to call him Buho as always. Will be McCree, and Krollo is on the offensive Widow.
Now, one of the Brave bosses here to deal with, and we've seen Mafu alone absolutely take over a game. You cannot ignore Mafu here as Widowmaker. You need to take him out, and that's going to be up to Krollo. Krollo going to need to do his duty, stop Mafu from absolutely destroying his team. And look at this positioning from Mafu here. And oh my goodness, through the bushes, took out Krollo. That was a great shot. Wow. That was not a high visibility shot, and still got a headshot nonetheless on the grapple shot. Wow.
As Widow battle early. Oddly enough, it didn't really signal any sort of action on either side, but it does slow down that offensive push. Interesting here, they're going to just burn right through, ignore these turrets, come all the way to the backside here. Do clean up the
they're just going right through.
It's a lot of charge they gave, though, to Symmetra.
Krollo didn't run in with them. We'll see what Faizu does, though. Faizu, Pharah, of course, very, very effective here on this point, but if Mafu's not dealt with, he will go down. In fact, going to get taken out by Himsy's Junkrat instead. So a little bit of trouble there as, again, we see Mafu back here using the bushes for cover. As the offense for Prets having some issues getting things moving early on here on Hollywood.
Yeah, I think they're just going to decide to take a different angle. They look like they're just don't know exactly where they want to go. They are going to actually come up these stairs now. Teleporter is down.
Teleporter's down, the offense split up. They are flanking from the back, but Claw's going to go down immediately. But look at Faizu coming in over the top as Pharah able to get one kill on the Zappis. The resurrection will come up from the defense. Faizu, though, still in great positioning over here. Over the top, no one can get in on him. Mafu now finally going for the attack, but he's going to get taken out. And the offensive Prets now finding what they need to find, and we'll see if there's enough for them to take the point. It's a good look, but the defense bending but not breaking. They are getting back on this point, and they might not have this yet.
The nice thing is they were able to take down that teleporter, so that is going to really help out their next push. We always say that the first push is the best one because it's the best one before the teleporter's up, but now they're able to take that down. They have a lot of offensive ults to work with here, too.
Yeah, the offense was looking good. Unfortunately, the defense was able to roll back in. We do have the Deadeye coming up from the offense as Boohoo takes out Zappis. McCree on McCree violence happening, but look at that. We see Fraggy moving in with the charge, going to knock down the closet. Earth Shatter follow-up coming in as Mafu over the top, cleaning up here as Widow, getting the double kill, almost getting the triple. Rez will be coming up here for the offense, but oh no, take a look at Faizu. Faizu in trouble. Mafu has him in his sights. Mafu almost went down in the process there, but will live to fight another day.
Here's the problem. Faizu was having a really nice game. He was doing some work. He got in the back lines, and it's one of those situations where he should have called on comms, don't come follow me, because Noodles went back there to try to help him. Now they lost their Mercy back there. Not the hugest deal, but they shouldn't be pushing in without the Mercy. They're going to slow push it, though.
They're going to slow push it. Look at Zappis here. He has the Deadeye at the ready, trying to go through the flank. Will land the flashbang, and Faizu has to back out. Soundbarrier ruining his day. Faizu ruining his day even more so, as Faizu will get that quick kill. Looking for more. Has Barrage at the ready. Not going to be able to do it as Fraggy just hammers him in the face. Himsy still in the defensive Junkrat, coming in from the back. Has Krollo in his sights, going to eliminate him with that concussive mine. And the Junkrat flank is a big deal. If you don't deal with the Junkrat, he can come around from the back and absolutely wreak havoc on your team.
He does an insane amount of damage. Krollo and Mafu are having a sniper battle for history, though. It's amazing the grapple shots they're both trying on each other, and it's been so back and forth.
I know, and Mafu right now definitely getting the better of it. Does take out Faizu throughout this fight. The offense already down a player. Buho, though, going to get the immediate punish. Does have a Deadeye at the red eye, but going to get taken out by Seda while knocked a million feet into the air. So both teams getting into it. We do have the offensive res coming up. Zappis getting into the fray of things as Himsy getting the double kill follow-up.
Yeah, they had a couple decent pushes. I thought the first one set up nicely for the second one, but just mechanically they're getting out-dueled now as they go in. Only a minute left to take this first point. It's going to be up to FiZu to try to nail a huge barrage, which is going to be very difficult against a Widow like Mafu.
Now FiZu is going to have to make something happen here. Speed Boost will be coming out here in just a moment. This will be one of the last chances here for the Prets as they move in. FiZu on the way in, has Mafu in his sights, but Mafu had him in his sights instead. Sunbear coming up from the defense. His defense explodes for 4 quick kills. Mercy just floating to her death. I think she just accepted it at that point.
No, I mean, it's actually good that they all died in the manner in which they did, and then Noodles didn't try to really negate that. He was trying to get some charge off his pistol, because now they still have another push left.
They do. FiZu is getting on the Winston. He is going to be leaping in here. SG-1 has to be careful. They don't want to go too aggressive and get themselves punished, but they're going to back up for a second. Next fight will be underway in just a moment. The last 15 seconds is upon us. Zappis does have a defensive Deadeye. Buho with the offensive Deadeye. It is high noon in all ways and places here. Zappis, though, going to take out Claws. Fanning the hammer on the Winston will go down. 2 kills for the offense, 2 kills for the defense. Not a horrible look here for the offense as they move forward. As Krollo going to take out Himsy. Life here yet for the Prets. Defensive res though coming in. Both teams really getting into it on the point. It is back and forth as Fraggy completing the triple kill. Has Earth Shatter at the ready. Waiting for this to go down. And there's a hammer down. 3 people going to get dropped. And defense should be able to hold.
Yeah, I think Silent Doom just got his Soundbearer, because if he was holding it, that would have been a mistake. I like the switch ups there. FiZu did come up. He came up off of a 100% ultimate onto Winston because he knew that's what they needed. Too often teams will stick on a hero that has ultimate up, but it wasn't what they needed. Some decent pushes there, but ultimately the defense from SG-1 holding very strong.
Yeah, and SG-1 has put themselves in a great position to win. All they need to do is capture this first point, and they will have a superior performance here in Hollywood. And per stopwatch rules, that will make them the winners, and they will move on to our quarterfinals. This is our last best of 1 stage, by the way. After this, it is all best out of 3.
Yep.
Best of 1 just to make things run a little bit quicker here in the early rounds.
But it was also nice that the defense, got off of that Symmetra because it was getting hunted down. They lost 2 teleporters, and there's, what's the point of trying to get this charging of this teleporter if it keeps getting wrecked? And I think it was a nice transition off of that too. So it's always good to see when people are making the right choices. It doesn't always work out, but it's where you have to start. If you're not making the right choices compositionally and transition-wise, then you have no chance.
Oh, absolutely. So we are loading into the other side. This is going to be a relatively easy task here for SG-1. The only way that Prets has any hope here, Prets needs to full hold SG-1 to the extent that they were just full held, and they have to force a draw for a replay of Hollywood. Easier said than done.
Yeah, it's possible. Hollywood is a map that you can hold first on. It's not as defensible, in my opinion, as a King's Row, but teams have made their bones by being good on defense. I've said it time and again, I still think it holds true. And sometimes the meta goes a little more aggressive and teams are able to finish more maps, but the best teams are the teams that can consistently win maps on defense. If you're able to shut teams down, the way Overwatch is, it's very difficult to defend maps. So if you want to win games, you want to win tournaments, you have to win on defense.
No, absolutely. And it's sort of weird, the trend between offense and defense. I think one thing that we've seen with One Hero Limited is that defense has certainly gotten stronger. I think that offense, for a lot of teams, were sort of crutching on running double Winston. Double Winston sort of, we can't get through this. Double Winston, double McCree.
Right.
Slasher was sort of mocking it to the point of hilarity at some of the other tournaments that we casted. But it is true. Now we're on One Hero Limited and you can't sort of go to that double Winston when things are going bad. Teams have had way more trouble on offense. We've seen defense really come more into play. But speaking of defense, looking at the roster as it sets up, it is going to be for the Prets, Buho on the Junkrat, Claws on Reinhardt, Silent Doom on Symmetra, Noodles on Mercy, FiZu on the McCree, and Krollo going to be in the defensive Widow spot.
Hello? Anyone out there?
Yeah, offensively, I'll give him a second. I don't know if they're going to run this Hanzo, although he has been coming back in the meta. Zappis will be on that Pharah, Mafu on Widow, Fraggy on Roadhog, Lazai on Mercy, and yeah, Himsy is going to run an offensive Hanzo, and Seta will be on an offensive Junkrat. So going very strong into damage here, not even a traditional tank, and then a solo support.
Yeah, and we've seen this Widow Hanzo offense before. We see it most recently from Rogue, where it actually worked out pretty well. It was a double threat to the defensive Widow, made things rougher. We'll see how things go, as really SG-1 not too interested in wasting a whole lot of time here. They are moving into a point. Hanzo taking out every last Symmetra turret here. Fight should be engaged in a moment, as really Himsy looking for his proper opportunity. They do have a Pharah for that aerial threat. And Pharah now sneaking to the back, going to have an opportunity, but no, runs into McCree. McCree says, Mick RMB. And one quick defense here or one quick kill here for the defense.
Yeah, Krollo takes up Mafu
Krollo.
too. That's pretty much going to shut down this push, or it should, unless they're going to get very gutsy here and continue with push with 2 main heroes down.
Yeah, no, good defense coming out here from Prets. 1 minute has been burned away. They're going to need to hold for another 4 minutes if they want to keep the series in progress. And Krollo right now at the same spot where Mafu was, using these bushes for cover. Not a bad look here, but Himsy and Fraggy now starting to move in. The offense getting things done. Fraggy going to go down before he takes a breather. As Krollo now striking right back, able to take out Zappos.
Yeah, nice resurrection there. Brings up Silent Doom as he's moments away from dropping a teleporter down, which will act as a de facto resurrection in itself.
Do the resurrection up here, but Krollo in the back, still getting shot after shot, and will finally go down to Zappos. Zappos now in the back. Pharah absolutely great at cleanup, trying to take out McCree. Will bounce him around and take him out. And now the offense still hanging in here, even though they have lost several people. Zappos in the back. Fraggy able to take out Noodles. And that's a big deal because that means there won't be a mercy res for a while for the defense.
Noodles had the hook too. He got hooked and somehow lived through that initial hook and then just got cleaned up afterwards.
Oh, Justice ran from above. Zappos coming in the clutch, getting the triple kill, looking for more. And getting the quad in the end. Zappos being the MVP here for the side of SG-1. SG-1 looking very good. If they cap this point, that is it. They will move on. And I'm not sure the defense has any cards left to play.
No, not after Himsy just killed Noodles. Noodles had resurrection available. Maybe could have given them some life, literally and figuratively. That is going to be game GG. And SG-1 continues to impress.
No, SG-1 definitely strong. They are able to take out the Prets. The Prets, as mentioned, they are a rising team, but they're not there yet. SG-1 has certainly been on the treadmill a little bit longer than they have, so props SG-1 for getting through.
It's another jogging reference. Well done.